This is a swarm a friend of ours told us about in Perth, so we just come down. They settled here last night. He put a box out for them, see if we get them into a box. Let's put some honey in a dish at the front, and you have the opening at the bottom so they sort of can fly and hang from the roof. But a couple of bees in the box, fan saying there's honey here, but no one else seems to be paying any attention to them yet. So I've got a new hive box in the back of the car that I'll bring out, and we'll drop them in there and see how we go. So here's the hive box we've got. Gate is nicely closed. It's full of empty frames. Unfortunately I haven't got any honey frames to give them a bit of a start, but there's plenty of flowers around, so that should be okay. So what I'm going to do is take the frames out, put the box under the hive, and ideally drop them in, scrape them off with a stick, and then close the lid and let them sort themselves out. When you're working with a swarm, you don't want to smoke them because it can make them abscond because they've got no honey to sort of stay around for. So we have sugar syrup. This basically gives them some food and distracts them from what you're doing to them because they're too busy licking the sugar off each other. So it helps keep them nice and calm, hopefully. So now we have a box with some of the frames out underneath the hive. And probably should be focusing on the bees rather than videoing it, but I'm going to get a stick, scrape it down, and we'll see how well it drops in. Then we get the lid, close it up for a little bit. You can see we've got almost all the bees sitting in there. And a few left I couldn't quite get from there, but that's a pretty good drop into the box. What we see now is the bees around the front collecting the sugar water that I sprayed there to entice them to stay around. And hopefully in another sort of 5-10 minutes, get a few more hanging around the entrance, fanning, letting the pheromones out, letting the other bees know there's a home here. So the foragers that were out, or the scouts that were out trying to find a new hive, they're coming back because there's a few more bees here now. But the idea is once the queen's in a good spot, these guys down here release the pheromone, and eventually the bees that are up, the foragers that are higher up, they'll smell the pheromone, they'll come down into the new hive. So we'll basically leave them be for a little while and see how they're going in another 5-10 minutes. About 10 minutes later and things are shaping up. You can see there's a lot of bees. Most of them are feeding off the sugar water, particularly on because they're having a bit of lick of the wall of the hive up there. And here you can see they're flapping their wings and they've got their bums in the air, checking them around. And that means they're releasing the come hither pheromone to the rest of the bees in the area. And then you can see up here, there's not that many bees left. There's a bit of just a few sort of hanging around, so certainly less here, which is a good sign.